This is your host. On August 28, 1997, a family of 5 vanished from their home in the middle of the night. It was an ordinary night in the life of the Hill family. Brian and Mary Hill had just finished dinner with their 3 children, 9-year-old Peter, 7-year-old Jennifer, and 5-year-old Tommy. After they'd tucked their kids into bed, the couple went out to check on their new kitten, which they'd adopted only 2 days before. After a while, they heard Peter call for help. He'd let the kitten out of the house, and she was now sitting on the windowsill. The family came back inside to watch a movie, but nothing on TV caught their attention. So, Brian decided to go to the local thrift store to pick up a video. At around 10:30 p.m., Brian returned home with a box of old movies. As it turned out, there was one movie in particular that none of them had ever heard of. The VHS case was unmarked, but the title intrigued them enough to pop it into the VCR. What they saw next would be the last thing they ever witnessed. The tape began with 43 minutes of static, intermittent numbers and symbols flashing on the screen. And then they heard a distorted voice repeat the phrase, "Don't look behind you." The family watched in horror as the kitten, who was sitting right behind the television, slowly vanished. When the tape ended, they turned around to find that their house was pitch black. The power had gone out sometime during the movie, and their 3 children were nowhere to be found. Outside, neighbors reported seeing flickering lights and hearing chanting coming from the house. By the time the police arrived, there was no sign of a struggle or forced entry. The front door was unlocked. All 5 members of the family were missing, as were their 3 cars. An investigation revealed something strange. The tape had caused several of the VCRs in the neighborhood to heat up at exactly the same time. This led authorities to believe that whatever force had taken the Hills had somehow targeted their street. Years passed without a trace of the missing family. Their case grew cold and speculation ran rampant. Had they been abducted by aliens? Taken by cult members? Did they run away from home? Had the cryptic message on the tape somehow lured them away? In 2004, a man who'd been working in his father's video store recognized the VHS. Within a week, all 10,000 of the site's users suffered from insomnia. 5 of them vanished without a trace, just like the Hills. But the tape continued to spread. Soon, it was uploaded to dozens of other video sites, and thousands more people became infected. More than 50 people disappeared after watching the video, which appeared to have a strange hypnotic effect on its viewers. Authorities tried to track down its source, but the only lead. Then, in 2012, the FBI received a tip from an anonymous source. A second tape had been discovered in the attic of a house in Ohio. This tape supposedly had the key to everything. It was heavily guarded, and nobody was allowed to see it. Months later, a man claiming to be the original owner of the tape contacted the authorities. He said he found the second tape in his attic and wanted to turn it over to the FBI. But when they arrived at his house, all of the furniture was gone, and the only thing left behind was a single shoe. To this day, the FBI is still in possession of the first tape. It's locked in a safe in Washington, D.C., under strict biohazard protocol. As for the second tape, it may have gotten lost in the mail. That was the last update given by the FBI. And to this day, they're still searching for it. Is this a real story? There are several inconsistencies in the timeline that make it seem fake. For example, in 1997, it would have been very difficult to find a computer or internet connection, and it seems unlikely that there would be any surviving footage of the tape itself. Regardless of whether it's real or not, the idea of a haunted VHS tape is both creepy and intriguing. Let me know in the comments. And if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe for more stories like these. Thanks for watching.